friends, welcome to Rebel Moon Tarot. Welcome back if you've been here before. I've been guided to do a reading today, messages from your higher selves. So I'm curious to see what these messages were. I think we're all kind of in an energy of not quite knowing what to do next. So advice from our higher selves would be helpful. So I thought today I would select for each pile a past life energy oracle card, or rather, I'm not choosing to select it. What I'm going to do is cut the deck into 3 piles. The top card will give the message for the corresponding pile. So just follow me through here. Let's see. As always, keep what resonates, leave what does not. What does not resonate is not for you, it's for someone else. This is a general reading. You'll recognize the message as it comes through as yours. Trust your intuition. There may be messages for you in more than one pile. So let us see. Past life energy. Imprisonment, persecution, and judgment. That may be some past life energy, pile number 1, that you're feeling in this lifetime. Archangel Gabriel is coming in for pile number 2, communication of all kinds. And for pile number 3, we have Archangel Raguel, justice, discipline, harmony. I really feel it's okay. This imprisonment card is number 32. Archangel Raguel is 23. Those are mirrored numbers, both of which add to 5. We have Archangel Gabriel in the middle, also a 5. 5 is about transformation. And we are in Scorpio season right now, which is the sign of intense transformation. So I feel like the messages are really going to communicate with each other. I feel like there's probably something for each of us in each of the piles. But what I will do is put the timestamps below. You can take a moment, pause now if you want to take a moment to look at these cards to see if you're drawn to one more than the other. I'll meet you in your reading. Pile number 1, you have chosen imprisonment. The card also has the words persecution and judgment. And I feel like perhaps you were drawn to this card because your higher self recognizes it. And maybe in this lifetime, you're recognizing situations or realities true to you where you are being persecuted or have been judged. In the past, or indeed in this lifetime, you may have been imprisoned and your independence and freedom taken from you. Justly or unjustly, you were a victim and you felt that very strongly. This feeling of imprisonment, this victim mindset and feeling can resonate or manifest itself rather as physical symptoms. Now, I'm not a medical doctor. If you're experiencing any difficulty, please see a medical professional. But what I can tell you as well is that sometimes manifestations in the body that come through as, for example, achy, pain, joints, difficulty moving your body, back pain, sometimes a heavy feeling on your chest that may feel like you're having difficulty breathing. And of course, I'm an intuitive card reader. I'm not a medical doctor, so please do seek out medical advice if you feel that anything like that is happening for you. And at the same time, it certainly doesn't hurt to release these energies. And as you begin to release these self-deprecating kind of energies, or once you are able to stop giving other people power to persecute or judge you and have that affect your psyche in any way, you may start to see that you breathe easier and you move freer. I'm going to read the karmic shift, because there is a karmic shift. And as I mentioned in the card selection process, 32, that number in and of itself may be important to you. You may be 32 years old. 32 might be your street address. It could also be, and it is, the energy of the 5, which is that energy of transition and movement and change. And I feel like right now your higher self is coming through to say it's time to make a change. And even if we can't change our outer experience or the external energies that are coming at us, we can control how we receive them and carry them or not. So let me read the karmic shift for this card. It says, imprisonment may be your history, but your beautiful, powerful soul pre-existed even the most horrible past life experiences. And if you've been bullied, judged, or persecuted in this life, your soul is calling you to stand up for yourself and shift the relationships that may still be bringing you down. That includes your relationship with yourself. You must absolutely put an end to being your own persecutor. At every opportunity, free yourself, excuse me, free yourself from the prison of self-negation and judgment. It's time to liberate yourself from old assumptions of victimization and know that you are powerful just as you are. And there's an affirmation with this card. I release feelings of victimization. I have power in my life and strength in the world. So this is an affirmation for you to repeat to yourself in your head or out loud. Write it down. Put it on a sticky note. I release feelings of victimization. I have power in my life and strength in the world. Yeah. So releasing that victim energy, releasing that from your energy field, releases the power that your persecutor had over you, okay? Because that energy, they lay on you, however that was true for you in a past life and this life, that energy can cling to you, but you can also remove it. It's a choice. Let's see if we can get some clarity, maybe some examples of how this may be showing up in your reality. Okay, let's see. 5 of Cups. That's exactly it, exactly what we were just talking about. So in the 5 of Cups, cups representing our emotions, things we love, there are 5 cups on the ground below him. There are 2 full steaming hot cups, and there are 3 excuse me, that have been spilled. And it appears in this card that this person is focusing on those spilled cups when there are still 2 full cups behind him. My goodness, I am so sorry. Coffee with cream's probably not helping. I should probably get some water. We're going to push on though. Okay. Yes. So this looks like his focus, her focus is down on these cups. And this card being a number 5 card, again about transition and transformation. It's time now to walk away, right? I noticed there's a bridge in the distance, and it's not lost on me that it's time to cross the bridge. And if you absolutely have to, cross the bridge and burn it down. Not literally, please don't burn down bridges, but to walk away from something that was difficult, to walk away from something that let you down, some plan or opportunity. There, I feel for some of you, there was something in your life that you were expecting or anticipating, and were sure that it was going to bring great joy, maybe great financial abundance, great health. There was something that you were focusing on that you really thought was going to bring you what you wanted or what you felt or thought you needed. And there's some difficulty in learning that that's not the case, or someone has let you down, or, you know, there's, however it resonates for you. It's time now to turn around and pick up those other 2 cups, which both present as opportunities, you know, blessings, choices, changes you can make, different avenues you can take. It's time now to focus on them. But you can't focus on them until you turn your back on what is already gone. Okay? Focusing on the already gone is limiting you from the opportunities right in front of you. And indeed, they are right in front of you as soon as you turn around, as soon as you turn your perspective. And you may find yourself in, we all find ourselves in that 5 of Cups energy sometime. And if you're having much difficulty and you can't quite figure out where it's coming from, it may be that in a past life, you were imprisoned. You were tortured. You were persecuted. Maybe if you're here at this tarot reading today, maybe you were a witch who was persecuted or killed, right? So if you feel that you're having difficulty moving away from the spilled 3 of Cups, and you're thinking, because this issue is insurmountable, I can't get past this, know that it may be because you're carrying the energy of the loss you've just experienced, as well as a lifetime, you know, a ancestral karma, as it were, of loss. What do we have here? King of Wands. Yeah. The King of Wands is free, okay? The King of Wands is powerful, fiery, blessed, and absolutely free. In the other suits with the kings, you'll see them on thrones and you know, just surrounded by jewels and you know, perhaps animals and whatever, and the like. I don't know. I don't have it in front of me right now. So, but the King of Wands is truly powerful as herself, as she shows up, not with things or gifts or tricks, or she doesn't need to hold any particular status. She doesn't have to be in any particular wealth class. She doesn't have to have any particular level of education. She is perfect in and of herself. She is whole, she is free, she knows who she is, and she makes apology to no one. The King of Wands is prepared to transform at any time should the need arise. There's nothing holding her back. She's in the great outdoors, right? She's got her campfire and her wand that leads the way. There's a salamander in the card, which really talks about being through the fire, living through the fire, and surviving. And that is what you're meant to do, right? You're meant to survive and rely on you. Your opinion is the one that matters, right? You knowing how beautiful and valuable that you are is important. And that's what keeps you free and powerful, is knowing your own strength and abilities. Knowing your own heart and intentions, despite what anybody else may think. So we've got the 5 with transformation, we've got the 5 with transformation, we've got the salamander with transformation. Look at that. 10 of Cups. Now that's the transformation we want to see. That's happiness, that's joy, that's fulfillment. That's about what truly matters, okay? So for some of you, it may be that you've had a great deal of stuff, and I'm feeling like you may have lost it somehow. Either it was taken from you or it was lost by you, whatever the case may be. And focusing on that loss is keeping you in that energy of imprisonment, right? This King of Wands energy is asking you to step away from it and look in at the situation. Okay, move part of yourself out of that and look in on yourself, focusing on that energy of persecution and judgment, and rise above it. And then when you can step away from it and turn, you will see blessings in your life. You will see things that you have that others could only dream of. You will see people who love you and support you. This could be friends. This could be family. This could be a friend. This could be a beloved pet who loves and adores you and relies on you, right? You have blessings. If you have an opportunity, get out into nature, pile number 1, and you'll begin to see how beautiful things are. If you really stop to take a look at it, we've gotten so separated by the beauty of nature, and so conditioned to look at items and materials and you know, it's a little bit mind-numbing that we've been so conditioned to place value on things rather than people, rather than the beauty of nature, rather than the blessings such as the food we have to eat, the pets we get to, oh, look at that, yeah. The pets we get to love, the friends we get to have, the conversations, right? The experiences. That's what life's about, is the experiences and how we can share our love. And that's really the measure of life at the end of the day, is how other people felt in your presence. Very few people, I think, are going to be commenting about how well dressed you were, or how you had the best haircut, or the most expensive purse. That's not to say you can't have those things. Just don't place your value in them. Or indeed, don't place another person's value in their lack of having that. Okay? 9 of Swords. That's stress. That's anxiety. That's keeping you up at night. That's this energy. Ace of Wands. That's your new beginning, your new opportunity. Aces are new opportunities. So it comes as a change of perspective, right? The road becomes clear for you, and opportunities become available to you when you make that turn, make that twist out of this 5 of Cups, 9 of Swords, persecution, judgment energy. That's all very low vibrational. Start with your bare, true foundation and know who you are and love who you are. Remove any negative, self-deprecating kind of conversation or dialogue you may be having. Live in an energy of love whenever possible. It opens opportunities for you, pile number 1. Look at that, King of Cups. See, King of Cups is rowing his boat through the sea of emotions, okay? We're going to have them. Things are going to happen, and you know, we're supposed to have emotions. We're meant to feel things. That's why we are here. However, we're not meant to stay in any particular energy constantly, consistently, for extended periods of time. That's not the true life experience, right? We learn from our life experiences, both the wonderful ones and the trying ones, the hard ones. Sometimes our biggest lessons are learned through the difficult times in our lives. But this King of Cups energy, I just love him because he's going through the sea of emotions, and right now the waves are just really, really high, and there's white caps, but in the background you can see that there's calmer waters. So if you're finding yourself in this space right now, acknowledge and feel the emotions that are coming through for you. Okay, absolutely honor them. Okay, but select a time and a place to move away from them, to accept and decide that you're going to choose another emotion to feel now. 9 of Cups. A reminder from your higher self that what helps with living in that King of Cups energy, what helps with that is gratitude, being grateful. They don't have to be great, big, huge things, but if you find yourself in a negative mindset, stop and ask yourself right now, what are 3 things I'm grateful for? So right now, I am grateful that my coffee turned out well. I'm grateful to be here with you right now, reading this message, feeling connected, building our soul tribe. I'm grateful that as I do this, I have my door open and I can see my sleeping puppers laying in her bed, being beautiful and awesome. Those are three the things I'm grateful for, in no particular order. my coffee came out first, but it wasn't necessarily coffee I'm most grateful for. Maybe right this second, but okay. So pile number one, your higher self is coming through, asking you to move out of that energy of being a victim. Yeah, that's the message for you. I'm going to get a Find Your Own Way Oracle card. These have some really beautiful messages. We'll do an angel number, and then we'll see if the pendulum will respond. Sometimes I have several, but I love tiger's eyes, so I try to communicate the most with my tiger's eye one, just because I love it so much, but she can be fickle sometimes and not want to respond or talk to me, but we'll see what happens. All right, just one card for pile number one, please. Message from your higher self. There it is. Wear your history with pride, not with shame. I don't know what your history is, but I felt drawn to say that. Wear your history with pride. Let me read this for you. Where are we? Wear your history with pride and gratitude. It's still being written. Your history can't be erased, no matter how much you might wish it could. It's an ongoing journal, recording each high and each low. The task is to write the next line, not to rewrite past pages. You have the power to give your past purpose and to shape the future you're creating for yourself. In the present, you're suspended between the foundation of your past and the potential of your future. You hold authority over both. Analyzing the past helps us learn, but love helps us grow. As you reflect on and embrace your past, treat your former self with love and pride. There's an affirmation with this card as well. May I rest today, looking back with kindness and forward with hope. The past helps us learn, but love helps us grow. That's your message, right? Let's get an angel number. At this point, I'm also going to mention that if you're enjoying this reading, ask if you consider subscribing. There's no cost to do so. If you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when I upload new readings. And we're growing a soul tribe here, right? And I'd love for you to be a part of it. This angel number, wherever you see it, wherever numbers are found, you're being asked to remember the message on this card as well as the message in this reading today. So 833, the long game. This is a journey. Wherever you see 833, your angels are encouraging you to have faith in divine timing. The new, balanced habits you formed are not temporary. They are meant to be implemented for the rest of your journey on this earth plane. Reflect now on how your mind shift can shift to better accommodate your new routines. Let go of any timeline you may have that is not attached to better habits you've gained recently. Things will play out as they should. Wonderful. All right. Let's see if we can get some messages from Pendulum today. Okay. Please, Spirit, if you could show me a yes. Is that going forward and back? Yes, it is. Okay. Spirit, if you could please show me a no. Oh, a very clear shift to no. Okay. Please ask your question. Spirit, could I have the answer for pile number 1, please? Spirit, an answer for pile number 1, please. It's kind of going towards a yes, but it hesitated. So it's a hesitating yes for you. So maybe the timing's just not right now, or something else has to happen. I don't know how it may relate to you. So it looks like it's heading towards a yes. It's a slow yes. So just trust in divine timing. That would be what I take from that. So, pile number 1, this has been your message. I really hope you enjoyed it. I thought it was brilliant. I'd love to share space with you. Again, if you liked my reading, please give me a thumbs up. It helps other people find us as well. Okay, till next time, pile 1, all the best. Bye-bye. Pile number 2, you have chosen Archangel Gabriel. I don't remember if I mentioned in the very beginning with the pile selection, but I am going to try to get a message from Spirit through the pendulum later. Think of a question you may have for Spirit. Of course, be discerning. Okay, you have selected Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Gabriel represents communication, all sorts of communication, and you may be a communicator. So maybe you're a teacher, and it's your job to communicate to children or adults. You may be a politician, or use your voice as your job. Maybe you're in news or radio, or you're a influencer, something. It could also, Archangel Gabriel could be here to let us know that in a past life you used your voice, which is likely. Most likely, though, is if it's coming through as past life energy, is you're being asked to communicate and use your voice, speak your truth in this lifetime, because perhaps something stole your voice in a past life. Okay, so you may have been persecuted, imprisoned, or maybe even killed for your beliefs or your communications in the past. This can manifest itself in this lifetime as difficulties like with your neck, with your throat, with your thyroid. I'm not a medical doctor. This is just Spirit letting you know that energies, if we're experiencing them, low vibrational energies, live within our body, and they come from somewhere, right? Especially ones that cause us difficulties. So if you're feeling some of these things, please see a medical doctor. But also recognizing that clearing some of these energies, right? Ending that trauma, that ancestral trauma that's maybe carrying on in this lifetime would be helpful. Okay, so let's see what the karmic shift is for you. Of course, Archangel Gabriel is a number 5, so we are talking about transition, transformation, changes. So the karmic shift is, in addition to helping you communicate with others, Gabriel wants you to help and Gabriel also wants to help enhance the quality of your own self-talk. If you tend to judge yourself or worry too much, your negative mental energy could be standing in your own way, preventing you from having the happiness you deserve. If this card is near a self-doubt card, this change becomes a karmic directive from the depths of your soul. Call on Gabriel to carry away your negative self-talk and bring you greater peace of mind by filling you with a positive and powerful view of yourself and the world. So, affirmation for this card would be, I choose to speak my truth to myself and others. I deserve to affirm myself. And you absolutely do. Okay? Speak your truth to yourself and others. I deserve to affirm myself is your message. All right. We're using the Unfolding Path Tarot in this card. Yeah, okay. The first card to come out is the Moon card. So I'm feeling as though you are fearing saying something, or you're fearing what will happen if you come forward with how you feel and come forward with your opinion or your suggestion. You're fearing the unknown, which I get because I do a lot as well. It's important to remember that when we fear the unknown, what we're actually fearing is the worst case scenario, or perhaps a yucky scenario. That's what we're fearing. Because if we were fearing the unknown, we might be fearing success and improvement and accomplishment, which wouldn't make any sense, right? So that fear of the unknown is truly, it's fear of what our mind has concocted, what our mind has decided would be, horrible. That could happen. But what if we felt the fear and did it anyway, right? What if everything you want for yourself, all the peace you want for yourself, all the independence and self-agency you want for yourself is on the other side of fear. So don't fear communicating. Look at that. That's right. You have to know yourself. This is the Four of Wands. This card, first of all, the Four of Wands always reminds me of 1111. And you could look up 1111. It is an angel number, but for me, it's always been a confirmation that I am where I need to be. It's also a reminder to check my mindset at that particular moment. So I've been in the car annoyed as hell at someone in front of me and really feeling some kind of way, feeling the annoyance move up in me, and look at the clock and see 11:11. And it immediately calms me. I am where I need to be at this particular time. So maybe this traffic, maybe this delay, maybe this Lulu in front of me who, doesn't seem to have a blinker. Maybe that's all part of some divine plan and it's keeping me safe, right? Sometimes it's not a situation like that, and that 11:11 just tells me, whoa, Shelly, you're in some negative energy now. You're in some negative mindset. Get out of it. By the same token, I can be thinking some wonderful things or something that I'm looking forward to, and I'll see 11:11 and I'll know that it's coming for me or I'm going to meet it. So when the Four of Wands comes out, it's telling me that whatever this fear is that you have, of communicating is likely coming from some past life experience. So you have felt this fear before. Maybe you've felt this fear before and haven't been able to face it, or you spoke your truth or spoke your mind at some point and were judged or persecuted forward, and that's what's keeping you from communicating right now. So speak your truth. Have that conversation. It leads to a more stable foundation because, you know, everyone knows where they stand. Look at that. I love that. The Queen of Pentacles. I love the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, for me, is that strong, powerful, divine feminine energy, whether male or female. She's just very abundant, very comfortable in herself, who she is, in her sensuality, in her appearance, in her value, what her worth, what she has to offer. Okay. And yeah, she may be abundant, but it's not about that. It's about the nurturing she's able to give, the care. She's teaching people how to care for themselves. And when you start truly treating yourself well, you're teaching other people how you expect to be treated, right? This is the energy that I accept. And when you maybe it's time that you communicate that you're not willing to accept less than you give, or you're not willing to accept less than you're worth. The Queen of Pentacles is comfortable in her own skin and recognizes that she is beautiful just as she is. Knight of Wands and the World. That's right. Yeah, see, that's the energy and the mindset you need to be in. What's the bottom of the deck energy? Ooh, the Tower. Okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense. The Tower is it's not always bad. People fear the Tower for some reason, but the Tower's just a shakeup, right? And sometimes the best things come to us after a shakeup. And in this case, I think the shakeup is going to be you speaking your truth in some situation. It's going to be you living in your truth. And that this Knight of Wands is like passionate. She is the fastest knight in the deck. And the wands represent our creativity and our motivation and intentions. It's going after the things that we want in life. And the Knight of Wands goes towards it with a smile on her face. She runs towards the things she wants for herself because there's enough for everybody. It really, it changes your world. It changes your perspective. It changes your reality when you speak what you want and what you expect. When you live your truth, that's when beautiful things happen. So don't fear the Tower card, because the Tower is that old crumbling foundation that everyone's kind of teetering on, right? Did you ever have a deck that had, you know, some questionable boards on it, and you know, leaned a little bit and you kind of thought, you know, worried that you might go through one day, wouldn't let the guests on it so they don't go through. It's that kind of energy. That crumbling deck, that crumbling tower needs to come down. And it's going to make a bit of a mess for half a minute, but that's just So the space has been cleared for you to build a new, beautiful, strong, supportive deck. For you to build a new, beautiful, strong, supportive foundation. And that foundation is you speaking your truth and living in your truth. That's beautiful. What a great message. That's what's happening for you. That's what your higher self wants you to know. And also, it's just, I'm getting this little message for someone out there. If you don't say it, how will they know? And I get this. Okay. That whole, well, they should know. Well, you know, that's your opinion. You opine that they should know. But at the end of the day, they don't. Maybe they don't. So, all right. Authenticity is contagious, right? Communicate your truth. Be your authentic self. Show up for you. And when you do, it gives others permission to do the same, right? Show people how you wish to be treated. That's beautiful. Wow. Your authenticity and vulnerability invite others to be authentic and vulnerable too. It's contagious. When we open up to each other, unity and peace emerge. Although not everyone will resonate with you, being true to yourself makes space for connections with those who do. These exchanges are rich with wisdom, ideas, and comfort. Living authentically is a generous act that opens space for others to do the same. By honoring your own path, you align with nature's intent for your growth. To be authentic is to follow your unique path, contributing to the broader tapestry of life. With practice, staying true to yourself fosters self-awareness, empowerment, and joy in your daily life. There's an affirmation with this card, pile number 2, and it's, may I find true, deep joy from authenticity, rather than security of fitting in, right? Of security of fitting in until what? Until someone else changes the playbook and now you've got to change again. Oh, that's exhausting. Be authentic. Be who you are. And security of fitting in, I think the world is starting to realize that sometimes fitting in isn't secure. It means that you have to keep up to fit in. And that's great for some. It's not necessary. And there's a whole group, there's a whole soul tribe of people who have no desire to fit in and thereby fit in with the not fitting in crowd. Does that make any sense? There's a tribe for you. Your people are out there. They're out there. All right, we're going to do an angel number, and then we're going to see if the pendulum has an answer for us. This is the point at which I'm going to ask you to subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying this reading. I am growing a soul tribe, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. You can hit the notification bell as well. You'll be notified when I upload new readings. Yeah, let's find our people, okay? Ooh. Now, this angel number, wherever you see it, you're being asked to remember the message on the card as well as the message in this reading. 433, angels oversee. Ask for help. You may have been feeling lost as to which direction to go in life lately. Your angels acknowledge this and ask you to put your faith in them. Write down the decisions you've been putting off, then ask your angels for divine guidance about how to proceed. Draw another card while asking for insight into your next steps. So I'm going to ask on your behalf for pile number 2's insight for the next steps. 603, financial balance. Isn't that for all of us? Check your habits. This is a wake-up call from your angels. The flow of money reflects the flow of energy. Your angels want you to feel secure and balanced in your state of mind, and your finances contribute to that. So take time today to get real about what is coming into and going out of your bank account. Make any organizational changes you can to improve the flow of funds. There you go. So perhaps ask angels for some help with that. All right. We are going to go to the pendulum. Okay, go to the pendulum here now. And, okay. Please show me a yes. It's an up and down motion. Thank you. Please show me no. Please show me no. Okay, it took a few minutes because it was in such a yes swing. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit, what's the answer to pile number 2's question? The answer is a no. Yeah, it's a pretty clear no. All right, so of course, be discerning. This is a general reading, but hopefully this has provided some comfort, clarity, or guidance from your higher self. Yeah, this has been your reading. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. It helps other people to find the channel as well. And I really enjoyed giving this reading for you, and I hope we share this space again. Till next time, all the best, my friends. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 3. You have chosen Archangel Raguel, who is the Archangel dealing with justice, discipline, and harmony. So in a past life, you may have been in a position of authority where it was up to you to dole out justice. Perhaps that's an area that you wish to go into in this lifetime, you know, law enforcement or the courts. Maybe you work in this area now, or you wish to. Archangel Raguel is the energy of harmony. He's the archangel you would call on if you maybe need some assistance. Maybe it's your position to communicate with or interact with you know, groups of people, and Archangel Raguel can help to put love in the hearts of the people who are involved in a project or a situation or a litigation, or, you know, it could be a court matter. It could be a civil court, a criminal court. It could be over things like inheritance or you know, handing down a business. Yeah. So you can call on Archangel Raguel for assistance, for help, for guidance in any of those situations, even a situation where you're seeking justice. Okay, I'm going to read the karmic shift. Of course, this is number 23, which is a 5 in numerology. Transition, a change is happening. And all 3 cards were number 5. All 3 piles, the messages from the past life energy oracle was about change. right? And I feel like we're in this energy now of wrapping things up, of making declarations, of finalizing and reorganizing. You know, structures that no longer work are coming down and being replaced with new foundations. So let me read the karmic shift for you. This wonderful angel is a powerful force in bringing harmony not only to organizations and legal issues, but also to interpersonal relationships. If you're in a relationship that you feel is unjust or lacks reciprocity, call on Raguel to bring understanding and equality. Of course, your karmic directive will require you to communicate your concerns and take action on your own behalf. Remember to ask for the justice that Raguel can provide. So these past life energy cards comes with an affirmation. So your higher self is asking you to affirm this. I open myself to the inner and outer harmony that Raguel brings. All is well. So I open myself to the inner and outer harmony that Raguel brings. All is well. So let's see how justice, discipline, and harmony may be showing up in this lifetime and as a result of experiences in your past lifetimes. Let's get some messages from Spirit from the Light Seers Tarot. Not sure if I mentioned it in the beginning, but at the end of the reading, we'll see if the pendulum, if Spirit will answer a question through the pendulum for pile number 3. So you might want to think of your question now. Okay. 5 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. Okay, give yourself a break. Yeah. 5 of Swords is there's been something troubling you. Perhaps there's conflict around you. There's conflict with another person. And you're having difficulty deciding. I feel like perhaps you may be in a position of having to make a decision of what is just. You may be in a position to decide what discipline shall be doled out, or you may even be in a position where you're trying to bring harmony to a situation. And what's happening is you're really conflicted. I think you are able to consider many different perspectives, and that is making it difficult for you. And I think because what works for one may not work for another. And that's, I mean, that's not even a may not, like that happens all the time. We're all different people living different life experiences. But I think your trouble in this situation, maybe this is you even just trying to make a decision, trying to place your loyalty in some situation, or trying to decide who's right and who's wrong. And your past life energy, your higher self is coming through to say, put it down for a while, okay? You don't have to, this doesn't have to be on your mind 24/7. You need to give yourself a break. And you can't think clearly because everything's just going on and on, around and around in a circle in your head. And it's causing headaches and you can't sleep at night. And it's too much. It's a lot. And Spirit wants you to rest, to let your mind be free of this conflict, that you need downtime because you need to regenerate yourself. You're depleting yourself. And you know, some people don't recognize that mental gymnastics can be as exhausting as, you know, physical gymnastics. It's all our energy being used in different areas, and sometimes, you know, when your mind is just running, um, yeah, it can really exhaust you, and that's exhausted is a horrible place to draw from for strength. And it takes strength to make decisions. It takes strength to dole justice, to bring harmony. It takes strength. It takes conviction. And before any of that can happen, you need to rest your mind, rest your heart, rest your soul. Just rest. All right. Get away from the situation if you possibly can. Um, I love this picture because she is in a nest, right? So it implies that she's as far away as she can get from everybody else. She's up in a tree, in a nest, getting the rest. So you need to go where um, no one can find you. Now, this doesn't mean you know, have to leave where you are if you have responsibilities and stuff, but it does mean that you need to find time for yourself to do this, whatever amount of time you can steal away. If you can soak in a tub and really release the constant concerns and stresses and thoughts and battling, you know, ideas, if you can remove it from your head somehow. I'm also getting that you may like funny movies. If you can do, it might mean a night of binge watching your favorite comedy or your favorite movies. This resting your mind could be about going out and celebrating with friends, going out dancing, listening to music, having a few drinks, whatever. This, your Archangel Raguel wants you to do a little self-love. Look at that. Yeah. The star card is coming out for me in this reading. It's an acknowledgement that it's all going to be okay. It's all going to work itself out, and you will be a part of that, and you will come to that point where you trust your opinion, your thought process, your decisions, okay? Have faith. Have faith in the people involved. Have faith that if you step back, it's possible that someone else will step in and resolve that. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be wonderful? If you can move yourself away from having to create the conclusion or solve the problem, maybe while you're taking that rest, someone else will step in. Maybe the universe will step in. You know, just having this constant, whatever it is on your mind, causing this conflict in your head, is just that energy is going out into the universe, and universe is going, oh, she likes that energy, and just shoving it right back at you. And no, you don't. No, you don't. You've got to set it down for half a minute and trust. Have a little bit of faith, right? That something beautiful can happen out of it. Yeah, you're also going to feel like a whole new person. You've crawled out of that nest and you've had an opportunity to take your mind away from whatever that was that has been stressing you. And you have all this new renewed energy, this new, it's like your fire has been relit, right? The wood stove has been filled. The oil tank has, look at that. That's 100%. 100%. The Six of Swords is coming out as a confirmation card. What she's doing in the Six of Swords is she's leaving. She's leaving something behind. She's leaving those things that are not serving her, right? She may even be leaving that decision making to someone else. It's a, this is not my problem scenario, or this is not my situation. I didn't create it, and I'm not going to stress myself on how to fix it. You're only one person. She's moving away for a new perspective. She's leaving that energy behind. That Six of Swords is always about choosing yourself, okay, first. Moving away from things that are not good for you, not healthy, not helping. Whatever this Five of Swords, whatever this is, get you bent in the Five of Swords. Yeah. I'm getting the sense that you feel deeply rooted to this situation or these people, or you feel as though, okay, I'm getting another message. For someone, and this may only be for someone, you're having a great deal of difficulty because you're in a situation where you need to dole out justice, but you're unsure if the justice that you're doling out is in fact justice. Okay, you feel a heavy control. So there's a vehicle moving into my driveway, which means my dog's going to lose it here in a minute. So I'm going to pause for a second. All right, friends, sorry for the interruption. It did result in me getting a fresh coffee, so yay. All right. Where was I? This is going to be a nightmare to edit, but the message is so important that I can't possibly redo it. This is the message you're meant to hear. So I was getting the energy or the message for at least one of you that you are in a situation, perhaps a profession, where it's your job to ensure that there is justice in a particular situation. And you may be in conflict with what you think is justice. Okay. And that is tormenting you. Okay. You're being told to do something or being required to do something that doesn't fit well with you, with your own heart. And Spirit wants you to rest. First, rest, because you can't make decisions on a scattered mindset, in an exhausted state. Rest, trust, pray, call out to Archangel Raguel and ask for his assistance. Ask for him to put love in the heart of all involved so that a situation can rectify itself. If it is not feeling true and authentic to your heart, if you are being asked to do something that you absolutely know is wrong, is morally wrong, is harmful to people, then you must move away from it. That's what this Six of Swords energy is coming through to say. The Seven of Pentacles is coming through as a message that we all have a hand in the world that we create, all right? That our intentions, our actions are what plant seeds for our reality. So if we're planting seeds for or tending the soil for greed or for hate, then that's what we're going to grow. And the message in this for someone is it's time to grow seeds of love and watch that flourish. Okay, I don't know who that was for, but that was the message. Bottom of the deck energy, yeah, the Fool. The Fool. It's about taking a leap of faith. It's time for you to take a leap of faith. It's time for you to trust in the universe. You know what's good and real and right, and you know where true harmony lies and what true justice is, because you're pure of heart. And so yeah, you're going to take this leap of faith that harmony, okay, is what's going to result from this situation. So whether you have to move away from it or not, whatever you do next is going to grow what we experience, what you experience. That was profound. Call number 3. Yeah, that star card with the Fool, that's very much trust the universe, you know, trust fall. You know, when you do those trust falls, you might have done them in gym class, or, you know, if you work for a company that sends you on these team building retreat type things. The trust fall is where you truly trust that you're going to be caught. And the Fool, she trust falls into the pool knowing that the universe has got her. The angel has got her. That's beautiful. You got to find your own way oracle cards, small steps, and spinning gold. So I'm going to read those for you. I haven't seen either of these. Small step, but that's the wrong book. Small steps. It's time to take that first step, no matter how small. Everything is built on small, more manageable actions. Each step adds momentum, sparking a chain reaction for positive change. Prioritize the most achievable action and make it happen. This isn't just a task. It's an act of courage and a declaration of your commitment to moving forward. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how slow or incremental. If the path ahead seems unclear, taking those initial intuitive steps becomes even more crucial. Every stitch is needed to knit the whole, and each move you make will help clarify the way forward, revealing a clearer picture of what lies ahead, or perhaps uncovering new possibilities you hadn't anticipated. Trust in the process and let each small step guide you forward. Affirmation with this card is, with intuition and courage, may I focus on the present and take the first steps. With intuition and courage, may I focus on the present and take the first steps. And spinning gold. Here we go. Spinning gold is the art of transforming raw experiences into moments of beauty, wisdom, and change. Each experience you gather can be woven into something valuable. In Antonio Machado's poem, Anoche Cuando Dormía, and I apologize if I just brutally ripped that one, he envisions a beehive in his heart where golden bees turn old bitterness into sweet honey. While memories of pain or trauma may persist, They can be transformed into something precious with patience, grace, and perhaps a touch of therapy. Wisdom intertwines both joy and sorrow to create something truly enriching. In the present moment, breathe deeply and reflect on the experiences flowing through you. Remember, you have the power to use patience, wisdom, and kindness to weave a strong, unified thread into your life's tapestry. With tactility, and patience, may I spin joy and sorrow and embroider golden paths. Yeah, when I was mutilating that word, my candle went funny. With tactility and patience, may I spin joy and sorrow and embroider golden paths. Okay. So, pile number 3, message from your higher self. We're going to end now with an angel number. I will also do the pendulum, see if the pendulum has answers for us, and just ask you to hold your question in your mind. This is also the time at which I'll ask you to consider subscribing if you're not already. And hit the subscribe button, no cost to you. Notification bell will notify you when I've uploaded new readings, and I'm trying to do that more frequently. Building the collective here, right? We're building a soul tribe, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Okay. When you see this angel number, anywhere you see numbers, you're being asked to remember the message on this card as well as the message in this reading. So the number is 300, divine connection, the mind, body, and spirit unite. Your angels acknowledge that you have had an intense connection to the divine right now. The unity of your mind, body, and spirit creates a conduit for spirit messages. Sit in meditation with your hands on your third eye chakra, which is the center of your forehead. So sit in meditation with your hands on your third eye chakra right now. Repeat this mantra a few times until it begins to sink in. I trust in my abilities. So I trust in my abilities. Trust in your abilities. Trust you have the power. Okay? Take that leap of faith. All right. Let's see. So we're going to ask the pendulum for a reading. First we'll say, okay, let it settle down. I gotta find my spot. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. Please show me a yes. Thank you. Please show me a no. Spirit, please show me no. Okay, took a little bit, but it's there. Spirit, please give me the answer to pile number 3's question. Okay. It's a maybe leaning towards a no. Yeah, it's getting a little stronger no energy now. But it started off with a maybe, which makes me believe that if it's something that you wish to alter the outcome of, and you have some power to do so, maybe the answer is maybe. If nothing else changes and all remains the same, the answer is no, right? So the maybe coming first tells me you may be able to influence the outcome in some way. So Pile number 3, this has been your reading. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Give me a thumbs up if you did. It helps other people find the channel. And I hope to see you in this space again soon in the future. All the best until then. Bye now.